coming to you live from the CFL Stadium with my partners in crime, Psych Troglodyte and Death Sheep Forager.
All right,
We're
Eagles,
really
can I have
looking
your
forward to this
captain's
game
mic
between
up?
the Eagles and the Falcons.
Oh yeah, this is going to be a good one. We've got two teams out there that've got a lot to prove. They've done a lot of work, and I'm looking forward to see what they can do against each other.
Any predictions for this game, fellas?
All right, Falcons, can you?
Well, for me, I'm going to say it's probably going to be a pretty close game. I got a feeling that the Eagles might have just a little bit of an edge, but the Falcons are no slouch at all. So, I think it's going to come down to maybe a difference of a field goal.
I think it's going to be whoever can pressure the quarterback the most and force him to make decisions that he doesn't want to make. As far as the Eagles like to run the ball a lot, and so pressuring the quarterback to throw, Nathan to throw is probably one of their highest priorities. And at the same time, when you get Baldev pressured, sometimes he doesn't make the best decisions as far as throwing the ball. So I think that's going to be a key point on both sides.
Yep, I couldn't agree more. I think that pressure on the quarterback is always going to make a difference in a game.
Mm-hmm.
But a quarterback that panics in the under pressure is going to make a big mistake, and mistakes are going to be huge in this game. Looks like the coin toss is over. Waiting to see who's going to be kicking off. And it looks like the Falcons will be kicking off to the Eagles. Eagles will have the first possession of the game.
Yeah, I think that usually when you have the decision to deferring to get the ball in the second half it's a pretty good strategy. Unless you're real early in the season, then you want the ball to kind of make a statement. But I think deferring is a very wise move.
It's a tough decision because sometimes you want to make get on the board early and get some points on there. It takes the wind out of the sails of the opposing team before they even have possession. It really depends on how much faith you have in your offense, I guess.
Right. Looks like we got Zev out there today. I haven't seen him out on the Falcons all season. It's good to see him out there. I know that Zev's I used to play on the Falcons, and I know that Zev's a very talented receiver, so I'm pretty sure we're going to be looking forward to seeing him making a big contribution in this game.
Yeah, we're going to have to see how the Eagles secondary can handle him against somebody that they just haven't seen yet, really. So, as somebody that's got the talent to get behind that Eagles secondary, if the Eagles secondary can keep him in front of them, then we're going to see an interesting difference. But if they let him get behind them, then he's going to hurt them bad.
He's also very good at fighting for the ball. He's one of those people. It's like he's one of those people where even when he's covered, he's open. I mean, you can just toss him the ball, and for the most part, he can come down with it. Receivers like that are a real commodity.
Yeah, receivers that can adjust to that throw and get in front of the defenders and make that catch, even if it's thrown into a crowd. Definitely somebody you want to hang on to. You want to make sure those guys run those deep routes so you can just throw it out.
There's a new rule that got voted on last night. During punt returns, two players can be off the ball to receive the punt. Just so everybody's aware.
I'm counting 8 on the field right now.
I got 8. Okay, just making sure it's not just me because I am the world's worst at
Correct.
pickup games
But two people
and things
can be
like
off
that.
the ball.
I will de-render my own mother if she's lagging me out. I mean, I'm the world's worst at it. There's been several scrimmage games where we've had to let me relog so I can unde-render somebody. The world's worst at it.
Well, it seems like you're safe this time.
I hope so. We'll find out. Looks like the Falcons have 2 on the bench, and they've only got 8 fielded.
Yeah, there seems to be some kind of confusion on the field. There's definitely a delay going on as we're waiting for the kickoff. I'm guessing it's because the Falcons are trying to get their special teams sorted out, and now they're moving the possession around.
Right, it looks like Ricky Bobby's like lagging or something. He's way over there back in their own end zone. I don't know what's going on here.
So our refs are Dre Courts and Krevin Tiros, and it looks like they've switched the kickoff, so the Falcons will be receiving, and the Eagles are kicking off.
I was wondering what that was.
Also, guys, just for the people watching on stream, right now the scoreboard is not accurate. The game hasn't kicked off yet, so I'm not sure. Usually the scoreboard just kind of picks up on its own and corrects. I'm hoping when they actually whistle the ball and play, it'll show a correct score. If not, I'll just remove the HUD. But that score is not correct. It's not 84-0 before the game has kicked off.
Oh, man.
So, yeah.
So, as you know, we're playing with the handicap rules now, and that is not the case. It just sounded funny at the time. So there's still only 8 Falcons out on the field, so we're not sure what's going on. But the deep receiver on the right side is now it's being filled by Michael Dragan. It looks like.
Michael Dragan.
That leaves the
that
middle center
wide open.
Yeah, pretty open. So
Eagles had a player crash as well.
Looks like we got that Titanium back to receive, and then on the left we've got Ricky Bobby, and at center it looks like it's going to be Trucker Boxer.
Yep, Trucker Boxer's moved in to take over that center spot, so it looks like both teams have 9 on the field now.
We got 9 on the field. It looks like we're about to have some football. Another thing I'm looking forward to see is, and I say this every game, is the blocking. I think that's really key, and that some teams kind of put that on the back burner. But I think whoever's team shines more with the blocking will have a key advantage in this game too.
Yeah, absolutely. Footwork and blocking is what makes or breaks a team. If you've got a good line, you're going to make it. If you don't have a good line, your quarterback's going to be under pressure the entire game.
And sadly, that's one thing I've noticed about the Falcons all season is that Baldev seems to be constantly under pressure. I don't know if that's self-induced or how that is because he fades back really, really far.
All right, here we go.
Hard
I'm
to
going to
connect
put the
pass
ball,
that
go ahead
way.
and line up.
It's also hard to keep the blocks going when you've got that deep a fade.
We're going to get this rolling.
Looks like the Falcons formation de-resed, so they got to get that re-resed and get lined up again.
Ref, we're not getting they're not popping up the
Well, while we're doing that, I'll tell you guys about Glaze. Glaze is a supplier of a wide range of slink nails for both men and women, no holds barred. If it fits on a nail, we shall do it. From the unusual wacky styles to the more natural look, including no polish nail pliers. We also offer some slink hand tattoos. That's Glaze.
All right, looks like everybody's lined up now, so let's see what's going on. The kickoff is about to start. We're about to get underway. Now remember, they just changed the rules so that the receiving team can play off their balls. And it is a kick out of bounds, so that's going to bring it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Falcons have some great field position to start with. That's gonna hurt the Eagles. You just can't make that kind of mistake.
The kicker should know better by this point in the season not to kick the ball out of bounds. They just started it off with great field position. Looks like Baldev's going to start it off with the pistol right formation. We've got Baldev starting at quarterback. At running back, we have Ricky Bobby. At tight end, we have Blake Lucas Craven. And then at receiver, we have Michael Dragan. At the slot, we have Trucker Boxer. And then at far left receiver, we have Zev Titanium. Their starting O-line is Sweet Pea, Mini Map, and Thumper.
Down, sit, height.
All right, so there's the snap. He's rolling to his left. He's looking for an opening. He's got plenty of time. Oh, and he gets tackled just shy of the line of scrimmage.
I think.
Go ahead.
I think with that one, he had an open lane and he should have taken it. I know that you want to air the ball out, but when you don't have to throw the ball, I wouldn't. When you have that big of an open lane, you've got to take that.
When you've got a gap that big, I mean, you've got an easy 3, 4, or 5 yards. If you can get that yardage, take it. Especially if you don't have anything open downfield. You have plenty of time to find somebody if there was somebody open. So they're using the same formation. At cornerback, we got
Set.
Eric Slayton, and now we're in play already. And he's rolling to the right this time. He's under a little bit of pressure. Okay, now he's just running it, and he
Very
picks up 6 yards.
Smart run on that one.
7 yards.
The Falcons were pretty fortunate on that play. The left side most wide receiver was completely off of his ball whenever he snapped that. So far nothing's been called, but yeah, they just got away with something big time.
I think that Valdez so far, don't quote me on this till the end of the game, but so far Valdez's really starting to fix that, going back 20, 30 yards and then throwing the ball. It seems like he's really hugging that line of scrimmage and trusting his linemen.
Yep, and that's a good sign, as long as he's making sure. I mean, his linemen are not getting the blocks. If you take a look at them, I see one block, and now there's three Eagles in the backfield, and he just had to throw that away, and he threw that into dangerous territory. That was very nearly picked.
Well, where they went wrong with that one is it looked like the lineman almost rushed forward. I don't know what they were really doing with that one.
The lineman ran off to the right, which is unusual because that's the weak side of the field, and Baldev rolled left, which I think there must have been some kind of communication mix up there because that doesn't seem like it makes much sense in terms of getting the ball aired out.
All right. Well, at cornerback we have. Let's see if I can get this out before they snap the ball. We have Eric Slayton. At defensive tackles, we have.
No, we got the snap, and it was a handoff. Yeah.
Nope. Punt.
No, he passed the ball.
It was a punt.
Oh, it was a punt. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I had my camera turned around to read off the defense.
Yep, exactly.
I promise we will get that starting lineup out.
So, now we're looking at the first possession by the Eagles on the 14-yard line.
Not great field position, but I've seen him work with this before.
Yep, Nathan Forder's at quarterback. He's rolling to his right. He comes back to his left. He's a little bit of trouble.
Got a man
airs
open.
It out. Way overthrew him.
That could have been 6 points. That man was wide open. He caught that safety sleeping on that play.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure Nathan wishes he could have had that one back.
Oh, no doubt.
Looks like they're out in the spread offense. No halfback out this time.
No halfback out. They're playing. Oh, there we go.
Oh, it's in trips right. It's not in the spread.
Yep.
My mistake.
So Phantom, Sean, and Kimberly Kelberwitz are your O-line. He rolls to his right. The O-line is sticking with him. He comes back to his left. He's got a block there. And he makes a connection to play dead Gothley.
Oh, and he's going to make some yardage out of that play.
Fumble.
Fumble.
Oh, fumble, and Jambo Gant recovers it. And
like it was
we're
recovered
going the
by
other way.
defense.
We're going the other way.
Well, this is not the best time to say it, but I think that right now we're experiencing a difference in a disciplined lineman and a relatively young offensive line. On that play especially, the blocking was just spot on. Even though they didn't necessarily get the block, they were good at deferring the defensive players out of Nathan's way.
They were pushing the defense out to the sidelines and giving the middle to the QB to work with.
Looks like now we're in the spread.
Down. Set. High.
Okay, got the snap. Baldev is rolling to his right, and it looks like he's just going to run it, and he sure is. He comes across. He's got the first down. Oh, he doesn't have the first down. He is like inches shy
Let me see.
of the first down.
I think they'll. You think they'll give that to him? That looks pretty close.
By my view, it is literally a centimeter away from being a first down.
Oh. Well, that one looked like happened. The pass rush just got a little bit too aggressive there, and they didn't really contain the line of scrimmage. And they gave Baldev somewhere to go. They flooded that left-hand side, and he just had some yardage to work with.
Yeah, it looked to me like he was planning to run from the get-go because he came straight up to the line of scrimmage and didn't slow down.
Set. High.
Okay, and he snaps, moves to his left. This time he's got one defender penetrating and got around the lineman.
Got a man open. Oh, and
receiver. It landed right between him and the defending secondary.
I think he just led his receiver a little bit too far on that play.
A little bit too far, yep, and a little further. If you thrown it any further, that would have been a pick. So
of course.
In that respect, he got lucky.
I think it was a smart throw on his part, though, because he threw it to the point where either his receiver was going to get it or nobody was going to get it.
Absolutely, and the receiver was wide open in terms of that. The receiver could very easily have made that catch.
Like we got the 2 halfback formation, shotgun 2 halfback.
That's a rough formation to defend against. And
Like
we got a handoff to Ricky Wardani.
Ricky Bobby.
Wardani is across the first down marker, and they got a new set of downs.
Nice run there by Ricky Bobby. It was just, there was nothing tentative about that play. He didn't try to juke around or make something out of nothing. He just went in there and got the yardage he needed to.
Right, and that was all he was after, right? They were just looking for that first down.
Right, right.
Yo, Bardell,
Yes.
your receiver on the far left wasn't on the ball.
Yep,
Okay.
and that's what I thought.
Yeah,
Informative.
we're going to take it back 5 yards. It wouldn't let me call the dead ball penalty. The ref wouldn't let me click it.
Yeah, this one's getting called back. If you were watching on the stream, it's the same thing I saw previously. The left side wide receiver, it's the second time now. He just hasn't been on his ball at all.
Not even at all. Wow.
No, he was just standing over it that time.
That's one thing you've got to communicate with your quarterback. You've got to tell him, hey, I can't get on this ball. You know, nothing's working. If I could get in that guy's box, I'd tell him to right-click touch. That usually does the trick for me.
Or say something if you got a voice chat system. But it's also kind of the responsibility of the quarterback to take a quick scan of his team, make sure everybody is lined up.
Yeah, because the poses are nothing similar. I mean, you stand out like a sore thumb if you're just standing out.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Okay, we're lined up. It looks like they're planning a blitz. I'm seeing a lot of movement there, and they're coming across the line. They are blitzing.
They bring in that right side linebacker.
Yep. He's rolling out to his left. He's got some pressure. Coming back to his right. He throws the ball deep, and it is picked. Zev Titanium. Oh, it is not picked. Zev Titanium gets the catch.
I think that the receiver really bailed him out on that play because the O-line, the blocks were there, but he didn't trust his O-line. I mean, he faded way too far back. The receiver kind of bailed him out a little bit.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for the receivers when he drops that far back because they got to find an open spot within his range at that point.
Right. So far, from what I'm seeing from the Falcons, it's very precise ball movement there. You know, they're just going from first down to first down. You don't really see them going for anything too fancy or
they're
glamorous.
not looking for any deep plays. Oh, he's got some pressure. Oh, he's put the lineman pushes him out, and there's another catch. Zev Titanium, and Zev Titanium is on fire now. He is making some catches.
That's his third or fourth reception of the day, I believe.
So at this point, are you looking to double cover Zev to make sure he doesn't make any more of those, or are you?
I don't think that that's wise to double cover anybody. I think that that's just my personal opinion. What I would do is I would just tell whoever's covering him in that zone to tighten up their zone. And if he's in your zone, make sure that, you kind of ease off of him a little bit and then just make a play on the receiver and then on the ball. I think what we've got is the defensive players are making a play on the ball a little bit too early. And every time you do that, you give the receiver the advantage.
Yep. All right, he's rolling to his left. He's got
a
a little pursuit. Got a good block in there. And the pursuer gets lost. Oh, but he runs into a crowd.
The blocking just occurred a little too late. The initial blocks just were not there.
Yeah, so he runs into a crowd of Eagles and gets sacked there, 3-yard loss.
They flooded the middle really hard.
They did, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to fluster Baldev and get him to run into those crowds and make those mistakes that we were talking about earlier.
And that's one thing you'll see with a veteran offensive, especially your guards. They'll communicate with their quarterback. Hey, they're flooding middle. And so that way it'd be better for them to roll faster to each side instead of they kind of accumulate it all in the middle there.
Yep. And again, he's got pressure. He's got 3 pushing him all the way to the outside. And he throws back across the field, and it is caught again. Zev Titanium, and he jukes the first defender, gets tackled by the second defender, picks up 10 yards. That's 3 yards short of the first down. And Zev Titanium is putting on a clinic out there.
Yeah, but at the same time, Baldov's got to watch out. I mean, he's kind of getting, tunnel vision with throwing to one receiver, and that defense is going to make him pay for it eventually.
Absolutely. They're going to, and
he's got some talented receivers out there, especially I know that, Ricky Bobby can catch that football. They're out in the pistol left.
going to his right this time, and he's got pressure. Oh, he stumbled, and he is taken down. 7-yard loss. It's a second sack by the Eagles.
Can't just give a defensive front like that the middle that easily.
Yeah.
He had no time to roll, no time to read the defense. That was just, it looked like a jailbreak out there. They're just pinning their ears back at this point.
Right. Well, the defense is coming in with 4 rushers, and so with 3 linemen, if they don't leave one of their tight ends back, somebody's going to get through.
Right.
So here comes the field goal.
I think this is wise. Getting points on the board would make a clear statement.
Down, set hike.
And the field goal is good. So the Falcons put the first points on the board. It is 3-0 Falcons as they prepare to kick it off to the Eagles.
Death Sheep, why don't you tell us about the Tigers dance team?
The Tigers dance team. I don't know much about them, honestly.
Well, they're one of our sponsors.
User disconnected from your channel.
The Tigers dance team.
I should know about that.
And
The
Little
Tigers
Paws.
dance team. Oh, the Tigers dance team and Little Paws are elite. One of the kind of teams that strike fear, awe, respect, and envy in the heart of the competition across the grid. Never cease to amaze a crowd. They bring high energy, talent, and fun to every event. Contact Samantha Monday Hartunian, SN Dubois resident, or Shay Harcourt today to join the hottest dance team in SL or to book a performance.
I still think the Eagles defense, they should be proud there that they didn't surrender a touchdown. Their red zone defense really showed up.
Yeah, that's one of those situations that both teams really can probably feel good about that. The Eagles surrendered the ball but held them to 3. The Falcons got a turnover and points out of it. So this is just one of those momentum builders really for both teams.
Right.
Yeah, both teams can take a lot out of that drive. So, the question is really going to be how the Eagles respond here.
Right. At the same time, though, Baldev made some dangerous plays on that one that his receivers really bailed him out of. Especially when he had to roll at least 20 yards back. It seems like he gets a lot less confident in his throws. And if I was the Eagles defense, I would just keep doing more of the same thing. I would keep trying to, fluster Baldev, keep rushing that middle until he knows to, until he can rush out there and meet his blockers a little bit quicker. If they're going to give him the middle that easily, I'd take it. Don't fix it if it ain't broke.
You good.
All right, the delay now. We had a player checking in. It appears after a crash on the possession change. So.
Checker. All right, cool. You're good.
Thanks for the update, Syke. I was wondering what was wrong there.
Eyes in the sky. Got it every time.
Eyes in the sky, son. Eyes in the sky. Now we have a defensive formation res on the field.
Yeah, so we got to wait till everything gets resituated. Got to make sure we got the right formations for a kickoff.
Probably just a case of the captain clicking the wrong button.
Okay, now we got the right formation. Everybody's lined up.
Like we've got...
We got Nathan Forder in the very back, Play Dead Gothley on the right, and Eric Slayton on the left. Looking to return in the short middle, Ruby Kapoor. And there's the kick. It's going to the left.
Play Dead has got the ball.
Play Dead gets it. He's running up the numbers. Cuts to the outside, cuts back to the inside. He's trying to juke his way through. And the Falcons are saying none of that. They tackle him at the 30-yard line. Still a pretty good run back.
Pretty solid run. I don't know of a returner in the world that would be ashamed of that. With me, after you get past that 25, I'm proud of it.
Absolutely, and you should be. Unless it's an onside kick.
Like we got Rudy at right receiver, Ruby Earnshaw at right inside, and then you got Cousin It at left inside slot. We've got Ruby Red Opaline or Ruby Kapoor at inside receiver, and then on the outside we have Eric Slayton.
All right, so we got the snap. Looks like it's just going to be a run. Yeah, there was nobody open, and there was no chance for him to do anything. But he runs, picks up 14 yards on the first down.
With that, I've said it before. I think their defensive front is just too aggressive. They've got to monitor that line of scrimmage and not give him somewhere to run, because Baldev he'll run the ball on you if you let him have it. Or Nathan, sorry about that. Y'all got the quarterbacks mixed up. Nathan's the quarterback of the Eagles. My bad.
Down, set.
Snaps the ball, rolls to his left.
He makes the throw.
With that one, the run contain was much improved. They really didn't rush in very hard. They just stayed along that line of scrimmage and didn't give him anywhere to go. That was very smart defensive play on that one.
Yeah, that was a much better response than the kind of bull rush that they were doing before. So hopefully we'll see what kind of difference that makes. If they keep that up, then they'll have a lot more success containing this Eagles offense.
Down, set, high.
There's a snap. Rolls to the left. Comes back to the right. He's back inside.
Oh, he's gone.
And he's running it again. He's across the line, so he's going to have to run it. Looks like he's got the first down easy. And a couple yards past that.
I think one thing that they're doing is that they put an extra defensive lineman down there and forgo their outside line, one of their outside linebackers. So I think that what they should do is, it was the middle. What they should do there is they should really watch that outside.
Yeah, they're definitely they're pulling back some of their secondary in order to make that extra rush.
Right.
That's going to free up a receiver. All right, Ford rolls to his left. He throws down the middle, and that is cop I played Ed. Baldev is right there to make the tackle, but it's still a 22-yard pickup. That was a great throw.
He really trusted his receiver on that one, but honestly, that could have just as easily been in Baldev's hand. They were both occupying the same space right there.
Yep, that was a risky throw, but I think he made the right throw. I think he put it in the right spot. That Baldev couldn't come back to it.
Right. Well, you know what they say: genius is insanity up to the point where it works.
That's right. Okay, so now Ford is running back to his left. He started out to his right. He's coming up towards the line of scrimmage, cuts back to the right, and he throws it. And
looks like he just threw that one away on that one.
Yeah, which is a shame because he did have a man open up the middle, just parked right there on the other side of the goal line.
That seems to be one trend I've noticed when you're on red zone offense is that middle's usually open somewhere because the end zone is just so difficult to defend that
right.
Most
It's
of the time
hard
you've
to
got somewhere in the middle. Right.
And you're going to pursue the people to the outside because you tend to not want to give up the outside. All right, Ford rolls to his left, comes back to his right. He lost his O-line when he did that. He's coming around the corner. Looks like he's tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to go on that one. He took a little bit too long to decide what he was going to do.
Yep. And he lost his O-line in the process when he made that move back the other way.
Down, set.
There's a snap. Ford rolls to his right this time. He's given some ground, runs back to his left, and I'm not sure what he's going to do here. He's got
there's
his man open, and he just overthrew
him just a little bit.
Just overthrew him. Now the question is, are they going to answer field goal with a field goal, or are they going to take it on 4th and 10?
I would have to say I'd go for a field goal because right now the Falcons on offense, they can nickel and dime them all the way up the field. They've shown that they can do that. So what I would do here, it looks like they're going to go for it.
They're taking it. They're going to try and
roll the dice. Still in the shotgun. Got 3 wide receivers to the right-hand side.
Okay, he rolls to his right. 2 receivers roll out.
This is either going to be a great call or a dumb one.
Oh.
And that was,
Oh, man.
Incomplete again. Turnover on downs. The Falcons take back over at their 22-yard line. So it was a tough call, but man, on 4th and 10, I just don't see going for it like that.
I wouldn't have. Not this early in the game. I really wouldn't have, especially when it's still 3-0. I would try to get some momentum on my side. I would have gotten some points on the board. Looks like the Falcons are in the shotgun. Got one halfback, Ricky Bobby. We got Trucker Boxer on the left, Cast Gear on the left, and then on the right we have Dev and for some reason the tag's not showing up on Michael Dragon.
All right, so let's see what they're going to do here. I got a sense we got a running play coming, and there's the handoff, and
completely shut down.
Shut down. I guess the Eagles had the exact same sense I did, and we're watching for that running back, and so he loses a yard.
One thing I think I've noticed, I've played a lot of pickup games against the Eagles, or not pickup games, but scrimmage games against the Eagles, and Kimberly Couplewitz, she's really good at recognizing the run really early and putting a stop to that run, and I think that it was a wise decision for them to move her to linebacker.
Here's a snap. Baldev is kind of hovering around the middle now.
Fading way back.
And
Got
he makes
man.
the throw, makes the catch. Zev
Good
titanium
throw.
again. And there's some yards after the catch. Zev is, well, they're not covering him as tight as you would think they would, given the fact that he's been making all of the plays in the air.
Well, I think it's just Zev has a natural sense of going where no one is. I think that he's probably got his mini map open and he's just going to where no one is. You know, just smart receiving. Because it seems like every play he's wide open or only got one-on-one, that kind of thing.
All right. There's a snap. Baldev rolls out to his left.
They let him in easy.
Yep. And now it looks like he's
take
running
off
it.
with it.
Yep. And he is taken down. He picks up 5 yards, which, is pretty respectable for a first down run.
Yeah, he kind of makes something out of nothing on that play. I really expected him to be sacked with how far he had to go back and the defensive pressure, but I think the contain just kind of went a little too aggressive. They got a little too sack hungry there.
Yep, they were smelling blood, and they ran too far and let him get behind them.
We got to change on the line. We got to change on the line, refs.
And here it comes, another lineup. We're looking at another shotgun with one back.
They're in the spread, yep. 2 receivers on each side, 1 halfback.
Down, set, high.
Okay, looks like it's going to be a pass play.
Rolls to his right.
Rolls right. He's got some pressure going on, and now he's got a lot of pressure. He throws the ball.
He hit the dirt with that one.
Yeah.
I think he just did that right. All right, while we're doing that, I'm going to tell everybody about Geek. Geek is known for its unique and creative accessories and hair, often inspired by personal interest, nostalgia, and current 100% all original mesh. Customers can be confident in their shopping experience for originality. That's Geek.
And there's a snap. Baldev rolls to his right. Out to his right he goes. He's got, again, pressure. He's been pressured, and it's picked this time. Play dead, intercepts the ball, tackled by Jambo Gant. And now it's the Eagles' possession starting at their 38.
If I, normally, quarterback and offensive linemen have a very good relationship, even in second life. But if I was the quarterback of the Falcons right now, I would say, block for me. Make it to where I don't have to go so far back, because he's getting way too pressured, and it's hard to make a good decision that way.
Yep, he's getting pressured every down. Just aren't coming.
Right. Looks like the Eagles are in the trip strike formation.
Down, set, hut.
There's a snap. Ford rolls to his right. He's got a great block.
Nice blocking.
And he's coming back into trouble, but now he's just running it, and he picks up 6 yards.
I think that was a pretty good read on his part. I mean, he could have been hit a lot sooner, but he made some good reads and finally found the hole and got some yardage out of it.
Yep, he started to come back to his left, and he saw that there was nobody there to block for him, so he came back to the right and just took what the play gave him.
Right. Now they're in the trips left formation.
Down, set, hut.
There's a snap. He rolls to his left. He's coming forward. It looks like he was going to run it. I think so too. He stumbled, and he stumbled again, and he's sacked. 10-yard loss. That brings up 3rd and 14.
Sorry, say again.
Yeah, Castigar resident was the rusher that took him down.
We'll have to double check that. Yeah, you're correct.
I'm surprised it took 2 stumbles to finally get him down on that one.
All right, well, he rolls out to his right this time. And, they got around the...
Got a man open.
Yep, and he's got a man... and he...
he just overthrew that on pressure.
He just threw that away. Yeah, he had a... one of the DEs was coming in on his left, and he didn't have a block there.
Right.
Came back the other way in the center, where the other DE was there, and there just wasn't anywhere to go.
Right. While we got a break, I'll tell you about the SL Live radio station. SL Live Radio is your virtual life's #1 radio station in true HD sound quality, offering you the hottest DJs spinning the freshest mixes on the grid. Live SL Live Radio. Radio for your second life. That's it. Looks like they're going to punt it here.
Yeah, well, it's 4th and 14, and I think that it's the smart move. It's they haven't been able to move the ball, and picking up 14 yards is hard. Zev Titanium has the kick, and he's coming up. He's cutting back to the middle, comes back to the left, and he finds a little bit of blocking, but he gets stumbled and taken down at the 44-yard line. So again, another great field position for the Falcons. The Falcons have definitely been owning the war of field position.
Right. Hasn't really shut up much on the scoreboard yet, but I agree with you.
Did I lose everybody's sound?
I think everything just kind of went silent for a minute.
Oh, okay.
I don't really know what.
No, I was just making sure. Now, I tell you what I've seen so far over here from watching, as they take this, it looks like Baldev just suffered heavy lag on that play. He stumbled. Yancey just crashed. That would be why Eagles have a crash player. Not sure if he was on the field or on the bench, but
yep.
It looks like the Falcons are having trouble getting much on the ground, and the Eagles are having trouble getting anything in the air.
Right. It seems like they're both trying to do things that they don't normally do. Like the Falcons don't normally run the ball all that much, and then the Eagles don't normally air it out all that much. So I think it's just a case of they're trying new things maybe in this game, just because it's like the first quarter and they're kind of filling each other out. I don't really know what's the case here. Anyway, we're in the pistol, right?
Down, sit, height.
Baldev's going way far back.
Guys, if either of y'all are on a cordless headset, you may want to consider plugging it in. I keep getting a loud ping sound like somebody's
that's me, and my headset. It's
mine's plugged in. Like it's just the corded headset, so I don't think it's me.
Okay, yeah, you're cutting out too, Desu.
Down, sit, height.
Baldev rolls to the right, hands the ball off to Ricky Bobby down the middle. Nice run there. Looks like I think maybe the Eagles were expecting a pass and kind of flooding either side on that one, and they just left the middle wide open. We've got the two halfback formation right now. We got Ricky Bobby and Michael Dragan at halfback. We still got Zev as the lone receiver on the right-hand side. And then on the left, we've got Trucker Boxer and Mini Map. I think they're pretty much. I would run the ball on this play. That's a good, safe thing to do.
Down,
You're so close to the first down line. Rolls to the right, fading back. He has no time to throw this one.
And he still managed to make the throw.
Wow, he comes down with it.
Ricky Bordani makes the game-saving or the play-saving catch.
That was a dangerous throw. I think that one should have been intercepted, but the receiver just came down with it.
Yeah, that was definitely a desperation throw.
Just want to give you a warning. Your cadence is a little bit off. Just try and make sure you're saying the last part of it. I'm not going to call you on it because it's like very close. So just be careful on that.
Got Krev on the field.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a slight Baldev's cadence. Isn't enough to call a penalty. The referees don't believe, but just slightly off on the word and the hike.
Right. We had that problem when we played them last week. I think it's just a case of him not holding his, or not leaving it triggered long enough.
Yeah. So Baldev rolls to his right this time, and he stumbled and taken down.
Looks like their blocking just went out to lunch on that play. They didn't
pretty
show
much.
up.
There wasn't anything there, and he was just taken down. He just ran right into the coverage.
All right. Well, while we have a little bit of a break in the play, I'm going to tell you guys about Blueberry. Blueberry is an original clothing store for women made by a woman with a passion for art. That's Blueberry. Like we're still in the 2 running back shotgun.
I'm good. I'll push up.
Got to know the Falcons are wanting a touchdown on this one. I think
Oh, yeah.
You know they really want to be up by 2 possessions.
Okay, Baldev rolls to his right. Looks like he got hit by a little bit of lag. He's coming back to his left. He's got pressure. He
Got a man
throws.
open.
Ricky
Yeah.
Wardani catches it, and he picks up 9 yards. So it's 3rd and 4. And we'll see what happens here now that the Eagles are backed right up to their goal line. We'll see if they can manage to contain it. If they can hold the Falcons to a field goal, that'll be another big win for their defense.
Down.
Obviously, it's much better to be ahead by or be behind by 1 possession than 2.
Absolutely.
They
Dead ball
opened the
penalty.
floodgates on that one. Oh,
I'm
dead
gonna
ball.
predict.
Baldev, your left receiver wasn't on the ball.
Oh, never mind. Left receiver wasn't on the ball again. Same guy.
Okay.
And
Really?
the lineman moved.
Yep.
Well, he's gonna be hearing it from his team if he doesn't
I'm
straighten
going to
out
see
on
who
that.
that is. I think that is.
Well, hang on. Don't quote me on that just yet, because then he came back and said, "Wait, no, a lineman moved." So maybe there was a miscommunication between the officials.
Who are our officials this evening? I know one of them's Krevin.
The other one is Dre Courts.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And here we go.
Still the same. Right now they're in the spread. 2 receivers on each side. Got Ricky Bobby at halfback.
Set. Hike.
There's a snap.
Boy, you could hear it in Baldev's voice on that cadence, and
And
unfortunately,
dead ball
another penalty.
Again.
Cadence
I
was
mean,
a
they
little
can only let him
messed
get
up.
away with a warning for so long.
Yeah, that time they are
Absolutely.
actually calling cadence, so he was agitated. You could hear it in his voice on that cadence, and then,
Right.
As well as he moved off the ball.
and when you're aggravated, sometimes you do things that you shouldn't.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
no way. Never
No
heard of such a thing.
No comment. But yeah, you've got to have that voice toggled the whole time. I'm actually trying to learn a little bit of QB myself, and that's one thing I do. I either don't turn my voice on, or don't toggle it the whole time, or leave it on the whole play. Things like that.
Down.
Baldev should really know better by now. This is his, I believe this is his 2nd or 3rd season at
Yep.
quarterback.
Well, he got some blocking this time. He's got a lot of room there on the right, but I think he just ran out too far. He had
Right.
he had an opening. If he cut up field a little sooner, he could have gotten more than
Right.
2 yards on that.
I think he just made the wrong read on that one.
Now, this is interesting because it was 3rd and 4, and then after the penalty, the Falcons were given a first down. But the penalty was against the
Yeah,
Falcons,
you're
so
right.
I'm not
that,
sure
I'm
what
that
updating
doesn't
it right
make
now.
any sense. Because on a dead ball penalty, this should be loss of down.
Right. Instead, they were awarded a first down, and now they got a whole fresh set of downs. And I'm thinking the Eagles
Yeah,
haven't
the
noticed
field
this
bugged
yet.
out, so I'm gonna give them this
Why
4th
anything on
down
the field
and not
about
turn
that?
it over on downs because it's not
what-
their fault
yeah.
for not knowing. It's my fault. So sorry about that, guys. No, it reset your it actually whenever I moved the field on
It
that
must
first
be fourth
penalty,
down 'cause they're in the
it
field.
actually
Line it up for a
reset to
punt,
first
so
down.
yeah.
So
And it would've been
that's
fourth
why
down
there was a
anyway, so-
problem, and I didn't fix it.
Yeah, I
so
was just
I'm
taking
sorry.
points on this one.
It's fixed now though.
Yeah, the on a penalty earlier, it automatically reset to first down, and this is technically, even though the field said 2nd down, this is 4th
It should be
down
fourth
here.
down.
Yeah, so they're electing for the
Right.
points.
I knew something wasn't right there. I mean, I'm from Alabama. I'm not the world's best at math, but I knew something didn't quite add up. Like we got Ricky Bobby to kick it.
This is almost the exact spot he kicked the first one from.
Yeah, this isn't really a whole lot much more than an extra point. He should be able to punch this one in no problem.
Down, set, hike.
And the
it's
field goal is good. Falcons are up 6-0, and that time they were pretty much not so much stopped by the Eagles' defense as their own penalties.
All right, Death Shoot. Why don't you tell them about our sponsor, A&A Designs?
A&A, are you looking for that special piece of jewelry, whether it's elegant or trendy, formal or for a wedding? Come along to Diamante, A&A's very own jewelry line, and see what we have for you. Or are you looking for slink enhancement add-ons? We carry both a wide range of nails and shoes that will complete any outfit. While you're there, don't forget to check out the of A&A to find that perfect gift for that perfect someone. Diamante and A&A, because life is your creativity. We got the kickoff, and it's a touchback. So they just boomed it into the end zone, and the Eagles take over at their 20.
The Eagles have got to get some positive momentum on their side. They've got to get on the board. They don't want it to get out of hand before the half.
Yeah, the Eagles really want to get something on the board before the halftime comes around, because even at a 6-point lead, they don't want to give anything more away to the Falcons without getting something back. And it would be if they can push it in for a touchdown, that'll be a big morale saver for them going into the locker room. All right, Porter rolls to his right, dead ball penalty.
Your cadence, you didn't say hike on that.
Looks like the Eagles are getting a little flustered now.
Was that a false
You didn't
start?
say anything. You said down set, nothing.
It kind of looked like a lineman moved on that one.
Hold up.
Oh, it's going the other way.
Yeah, they're calling him cadence on that. Nathan, the way he said it was downset hut. The official didn't hear hut, and Nathan's voice kind of like mumbled off towards the end. So yeah, Crevin didn't hear it. I'm pretty sure I did. I don't know. I'd have to go back and listen on the stream, but I'm almost positive I heard kind of like downset hut, and that hut where it just kind of.
Downset hike.
Got to be clear with that.
Yeah,
Ford
he
rolls
put some
out to his
emphasis on
right.
it that time. He's
Back
got
to his left.
He got somebody.
Jukes around the defender and
just out front of him.
Boy, just overthrew his receiver.
I'd rather overthrow it as a quarterback than underthrow it, though, and I don't think any of his receivers are blaming him.
Nope.
No, this has really been a game of a couple steps for the Eagles offense all night long. They've had several passes that were just out of reach either way.
Downset hike.
Okay, Porter rolls back out to his right. His line's with him. He's got protection. There's a great block. Now he's coming back to his left.
He's got a man coming back.
And he's booming it out. He's got
great catch.
Ruby Kapoor comes down with it. Nice reception.
She should have kept pushing. That was the end of the half.
And that was a 46-yard pickup. It was a great play, but unfortunately not enough to get points on the board. It is halftime now.
I tell you though, the good thing about that though, now I may just be completely off, and y'all have to check the UFL stats website to see, but I'm almost positive that might be his first completion since the first play of the game that actually ended up in a fumble.
Yeah, it is.
Y'all have to check and see. If he only has 2 receptions, then that would be the case. Now, streamers, I can only give you the dance tonight. I can't give you any music because that gets us all muted. So I don't think y'all will mind too much just watching the ladies this evening.
I never mind.
No, that's like my favorite part.
I'm not going to lie to you guys. I think that I'm extremely surprised by the way the game's going. I figured that the Eagles would be running the ball a whole lot more than they are. It seems to be they're stressing on airing the ball out this game.
Yeah, I think that if you're gonna try out some new stuff, you should be doing it during scrimmages and making sure that you can execute on it. You don't want to try out new stuff during a game that counts.
Right. Psych and I can't find the stats for this game because on the website it doesn't have a live stat button yet, and so I would have no way of finding that.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, that may have been one of those things that we did incorrectly before the game. We were trying, and Rayon came over here, but to my knowledge, they should have been sent. I'm almost positive that he sent them. So.
Well, on the website, unless I'm looking in the wrong place, it's still a week behind. It says on week 4 on the Bills-Patriots game and Eagles and Panthers. It says live stats now.
Okay, and it doesn't say anything for this game.
No, sir, not yet.
Okay.
Let me try refreshing it. Let's hope here. Hang on.
I'm over
still
here.
Nothing.
I'm cammed on the Eagles because I didn't believe that the Falcons had sent anybody. Okay.
All right, I'm getting word from Tegan that it is time for the halftime show.
All right, we'll get quiet and let y'all watch them dance. All right, it looks like that will do it for our Eagles halftime show. I'll give you a good close-up of all the ladies, and then we'll turn it over to our commentating team. Whoa, to get y'all all caught up on the first half action.
That was a really good first half. I think that the Eagles should probably lean more towards running the ball more, because it seems to be that's one thing they can really execute at doing. The run just seems to be, or the pass just seems to be not quite fine-tuned enough yet. It seems like he's not quite getting enough time to make an accurate throw, or it's just off, or it's a little too deep, that kind of thing.
Yep.
Yep. So they've been. It seems like it's sort of a little backwards from what we're used to seeing, and from each team, and it's damaged both teams. In fact, they're trying some different stuff, which is admirable. But I think that right now, given how close this game is, it's time to stick with what you're good at.
Giving y'all at least a Stream World, a quick cam of our staff tonight so far. We've had Arwen, who's done photography. We just went to Crevin, who's over doing the Eagles locker room, and now we've got Dre over here with the Falcons. So shout out to our staff. I believe those are the only three over here working, and of course, those of you bringing the sights and sounds to the game. I am Psych Troglodyte, your eyes in the sky, along with our commentators, Billy the Alabama Slammer and Death Sheep Forager.
Don't cam over on me. I don't want to break the stream.
Too late.
Oh, no.
You were a superstar. You didn't even know it.
Right.
Hey, I'm
sorry
famous
about the
now.
technical difficulties there. It looks like somebody actually took a picture of my partner. We'll try and avoid that in the future.
Yep, you were a celebrity and didn't even know it.
Kickoff.
Now, I tell you, so far this has been a pretty compelling matchup. The Falcons are having a little bit of success on offense. They just can't quite break the plane of that end zone. This last time, they probably stopped themselves as much as the Eagles did. The Eagles are just going to go back and slap their head together, slap their head with their forehand after this game. You've had a couple that Nathan has been off on. You've had a couple that being a wide receiver, I'm comfortable with saying was probably the receiver's fault, didn't sprint into a pass quick enough, especially on those outs. So plenty of time to correct those mistakes as we're kicking off the second half.
And there's the kickoff. We've got reception by Eric Slayton. He's up to the 20, the 30. He's past the 30 to the 31-yard line before he steps out of bounds. So the Eagles are going to get, looks like their best starting field position of the night at the 31-yard line.
So far, they've threatened pass enough that the run is, if they actually start tacking some good pass yardage onto those run yardages, you're going to start seeing a lot bigger of a gain.
Down, said Hut.
There's the snap, and Forder is running to his right. Looks like they're thinking run all the way. He came straight across the line. Picked up just 1 yard before he was cut down.
Well, we've got a break in the play. I'm going to tell you guys about What Island. When you want to enjoy music directly from the islands, into What Island? Listen to reggae, soca, calypso, dancehall, and zouk. All you have to do is visit www.whatisland.com.
Tell you what, while you did that,
or grab that stream.
All right, so we had a handoff. Nathan Forder handed the ball off to Shadow Touched, and that was a big run, 34 yards.
Yeah, they didn't follow that handoff at all. And I tried to get the graphic out of the way as much as possible while you were reading that ad. But yeah, that was a handoff to the left. Yeah, right. And the defense didn't bite on it at all. They did bite on it totally.
Okay, Forder runs out to his right. And it looks like he
going for the end zone here,
pressure.
And he got it.
And it's a score.
Eagles.
And we got a tie game pending the extra point. Looked like whatever they talked about in the locker room paid off for them in this. It was a 2-play scoring drive.
Actually, three. Yeah, 3. 2 effective plays, but I'm not sure that kick went. I didn't ever see it res.
Somebody res my
Never seen that before.
Okay, I can tell you what. That might be. That's a little bit of a dirty play if what I think happened just happened. They were okay. It looks like it was an accident.
Someone accidentally re-res the formation.
All right, the Falcons are having trouble resing a possession, and at some point, as Nathan went to kick, they accidentally resed a formation on Nathan's side of the ball, so the kick that he was attempting to do disappeared on him. Sounds like, man, that's a little dirty if that was intentional. But yeah, Baldev was pretty apologetic. That was nothing ill about that. So.
All right, so the Falcons take the lead for the first time this game. Extra point is good. The Falcons now, or the Eagles lead 7-6 now over the Falcons, and so far it's proving to be as close as we predicted at the beginning of this game.
Yeah, this has been a fun game.
Say you just got caught sleeping a little bit. Say.
And Billy,
turned and burned him.
Yeah, Billy, you're cutting in and out on me now, bud.
Oh, hey, hang on. Let me scoot up a little bit. Is that any better?
Yeah, so far. It was just like your whole mic was dying.
Oh, that's weird. I've never had that issue before. Am I good now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Yep, you're so good now.
I might have had a little lag spike or something like that. My ping went up really high for just a second for some reason. I'm not sure what that's all about.
I wasn't even camming you that time, so you can't go blaming that one on me.
Right.
Okay, there's the kick by the Eagles. And it goes through the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, he corrected that one.
So the Falcons start out in what is now their worst field position of the night at their own 20.
Control shift D.
They're out in the 2 halfback shotgun.
Oh god, I wanna.
All right, Baldev rolls out to his right. He's got it
plenty
pretty
of
wide
room.
open. He's just going to run it, and Eric Slayton comes right between the two blockers and tackles him. Still a 6-yard gain, though.
Yeah, I think the Eagles will be content with that. What I've seen so far out of the Falcons is that they will put really good pieces of a drive together, and then, it just kind of comes unraveled a little bit. So I think the Eagles are okay kind of weathering that storm for a little bit, and then, they kind of choose their spots and really clamp down. This is a handoff.
All right. Handoff, and there's another 8 yards and a first down by Ricky Wardani.
But you got to be careful with that bend and don't break defense, because sometimes the bend and don't break, you got it breaks. So they've got to be careful with that. I'm okay with giving them yardage because they can't produce in the end zone. But at the same time, if you let a big play run off, you've got to be careful with that.
All right, they're playing with 2 running backs, and there's the handoff. Runs off to the right. Ricky Wardani's taking it, and he picks up another 7 yards, and now the Falcons are pretty much proven they can run at will.
Well, what I'm seeing in the difference in the run games of the Falcons from first half to second is this half, it looks like they're attacking the Eagles' defense, whereas the Eagles are kind of a straight-ahead, hit-you-in-the-mouth team. The first half, the Falcons were a lot more indecisive about pushing up to the line of scrimmage, and it gave it played into the defensive strategy. Now they're just going right at them, so the Eagles are kind of going to have to play back a little bit.
Yep.
Nice block.
Yep, he's got some blocking this time. Baldev has plenty of time, throws it across the field, and boy, just misses his target.
Yeah,
Ricky Wardani.
They didn't pick him up at all.
Receiver on that.
No, that was a bad throw. I don't think Ricky had a shot at catching that one.
No, I mean, I'm all for saying a receiver can adjust, but that was a pretty big distance.
So we're 3rd and 3. Another 2 running back lineup. And the Eagles are pressing with a lot of people on the line. Pressure's on Baldev. Baldev's
boy, and he's
left
about to
leg.
get
He's
popped.
in trouble. He's getting pursued. He throws the ball,
no.
and it is picked.
It's intercepted.
It is picked by Playdead. And yeah, that was just a panic throw.
Coverage interception, or a pressure interception.
Right, that was definitely a.
That was something we talked about early before the game began about Baldev making those panic throws. And
you can't throw it in triple coverage like that.
No,
you just can't.
The secondary right there owes an attaboy to the line right there because he was boxed in.
That was some pretty heavy pursuit.
He was about to get popped.
It looks like the defense kind of did a little thing where they kind of lulled him to sleep a little bit, let him get away with some runs, and then just finally pinned their ears back.
And now the Eagles are going deep, just to his left.
It looks like the safeties really aren't pulling off the ball. That's what I would do. If you know they're going to go deep, I would completely pull off the ball, not let them pass me. I'd give them a little bit short if need be. But it seems like the Eagles are really wanting to just air it out.
Down, set, hut.
Hands the ball off.
Another handoff. I tell you, they are not respecting the handoff at all.
Mm-mm.
And this is the first time we've seen the handoff out of the Eagles in these last few drives, and it is absolutely working for them. That was a 13-yard gain, new first down.
I just don't think they were expecting it. I think that they were expecting the pass there. It's like you say, you got to run to pass and pass to run, and I think the Eagles they're doing a really good job of it.
Yep, they're mixing it up pretty well. Here's Forder out to his right. He comes back to his left. He's got plenty of protection.
He really didn't have anyone open on that. I think that was a wise run on his part.
Well, it was a last-second handoff. Or was it last second? It was a... Oh, wait, Forder coming across. Sorry, it was Forder coming across, but he was
right.
He had plenty of time to throw it.
Right. I didn't see anybody open there. I think that was a wise play on his part to not try to push anything, get a couple of yards, try again.
Well, the last thing you want is to give it right back to him after intercepting the ball.
Down,
right.
set, hut.
There's a snap, and Forder rolls to his left. He's going all the way out to the numbers, and he makes a short throw.
Nice.
Finally
to
connected.
Eric Slayton.
Yeah, finally connected on that out
yards.
route. He missed on that 2 different times in the first half. And, not a big deal, but when you think that's 15 yards, that would have been 30 yards of extra offense in the first half.
They could have definitely used that.
So they're finally getting on the same page with his receivers.
I think maybe he might have been coming into this game cold as far as throwing is going. He's getting a little bit more heated up and getting a little bit more confident back there in the pocket.
Down, set, hut.
And he's coming back to his right.
Going for a
Throws
corner
it.
route to the end zone. That was a dangerous throw.
Yeah, it was a dangerous throw.
He threw that way too early.
Yep. Yeah, that one floated a lot farther than he wanted it to.
Right. Looks like we're out in the spread again. One halfback in the backfield.
Down, set, hut.
All right, and Forder comes to his right. He's got lots of protection, goes back to his left, comes across the line of scrimmage, picks up 2 yards, and gets plowed down.
Mm-hmm. I think
Yes.
he made a good read there. It's just that was also good run containment by the Falcons. It looked like he had a good hole there to run through.
She came off that block like a champ. She played that the
Right.
best way she could. You can't avoid getting blocked, but you can't affect what you do afterwards.
Okay, Forder rolls out to his left, comes back to his right. He's got plenty of time.
He's got a
Only
man on the
rushing,
left.
too. And he makes
connected.
the catch on a comeback.
Nice.
And there's a touchdown. Playdead just did a little comeback route there on the right. He just came back and picked that up and lost his coverage.
Correct me if I'm
it was
wrong. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I thought you were winding down, but and I'll say this real quick and get back. But check and see. I'm pretty sure that Playdead just added to that team within the last couple of days.
Yeah, we can take a look at that. Can you check on that, Billy, while I tell them about Shopping Mall Gut Bucket, a themed 1950s throwback region, googly bowly mall, stunning areas to relax, dance, and hang out with friends. Some of FSL's top designers, including Mad P, Meshworks, Moda, Sinful, Delirium, Style, Hadra, Pomposity,